Good afternoon. Today at Solar we're going to introduce you how to make natural oils for your outside plants from your herbs that you have grown in your herb garden. We started our herb garden here a few months ago and our herbs are doing just fine. Now we're in the process that we're going to be using some of these oils for diseases as well as for insects on our plants outside. I'm going to show you how we're going to do it making thyme oil. Thyme oil is used for like fungi, black spots, all types of fungicides that cause damage to your trees out there. We're going to make a natural remedy for this. What we normally do is we cut down to the first Y of most of our thyme, and we usually try and cut it in early afternoon after we have it watered so your plant has all the moisture sucked up to the tips and the ends of your herbs. So we try to go down to the first Y of each plant, giving us that we have the most oils from our plant basically right into the stem of it. What we basically do is fill a clean sterilized jar to this point with herbs, and we gently pack them into there. And after we have them packed in there, we'll take like either a vegetable oil, a carol oil, or something that used for cooking. Olive oil is great. And then what we do is we dump the oil on top of our herbs, and we gently take a spoon and press it, and then we tightly seal our herbs and the oil into the jar. And what we do then is we take this and store it in a cool, dry place, not a refrigerator, but somewhere like on a shelf that the sunlight isn't going to hit it. Your degrees are a little bit cooler, like if you have a basement, a garage, a shed, something like that, that you can store this like in the 50 to 65 degree range is the ideal storing to make your oils. And what we do once we get to that point, we leave it sit then for basically a month to a month and a half, and then we go back and we take our jar, open it up, and we strain it through some type of filter system like a nylon stocking, a piece of cheesecloth, and we dump that into smaller bottles that we're going to be mixing other solutions with as we get to that point. The more oil you can get out of your plant, the better you're going to be. And most of the time, a jar like this will probably make about 9 or 10 jars of this, because you will not be adding 100% to it. We'll be mixing other stuff in, like different types of acid, like for here what we did, we took cod liver oil and lauric acid, and that is what is added to this jar, and then we fill the rest like with a water-based solution, and we actually mix it. So when you are spraying your plant, you're constantly shaking your jar to keep your oils and your other items that you have in there, like your cod liver oil, your acids, constantly keeping them mixed so you get a nice even base onto your plant. The reason we go with a cod liver oil is it almost works like a dish detergent. When you spray the plant, it actually covers the leaves and everything on it, or the bark of the tree, etc. But we do use the thyme oil basically just for our diseases on our plants, and also as a preventive on our fruit trees in early spring like now. We also do the same with the rosemary type of oil, and that is used for insects. Aphids, woolly aphids, beetle bug, Japanese beetles. That's all controlled with that, and that basically has the same cod liver oil and lauric oil into that when it's mixed. But we make all our herbal oils basically the same way, the same temperatures, and it's all 100% natural. So if you're out in the field and your dog or your cat just happens to lick the plant that you just sprayed, it isn't going to hurt them. And it's also going to be safer on our environment.